Welcome back to the show. Prince William has begun a two-day trip to Estonia to show his support for British troops.
The country shares a border with Russia and is bracing for the next steps in Moscow's war with Ukraine. For more, we are joined now by Associate Editor of the Daily Telegraph, Camilla Tominey, in London. As always, very good to see you, Camilla. So he received a very warm welcome by Estonia's president.
I think this trip is actually really historically significant. I was just thinking back, Carl, do you remember back when we were in Uluru,
Yes.
I think it was 2013, and we saw the Prince made this transition from sort of a gap year royal to a king in waiting. He went to Poland in 2023. This positioning of the Prince of Wales on basically NATO's last defence against Russia, that border where there are 900 troops, and it is part and parcel of Prince William having served 7.5 years in the British Army. But it's also about diplomatic positioning, and I think he and his father, the king, very much want to be seen as if they are on Ukraine's side. I appreciate the diplomatic difficulty of that, with Donald Trump seeming to side more with Russia. We had that very key meeting between William and Donald Trump in December at the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. But this, I think, is the royals nailing their colours to the mast, supporting that quest by Keir Starmer to lead that coalition of the willing, and just sending a clear message, really, that they are on President Zelensky's side. So I think diplomatically very significant, but significant for William in his positioning as the next monarch.
The Queen was exceptional at never getting involved, and so this is always delicate.
It is delicate, and I don't think we want to be getting into the realms of either the Prince of Wales or the King making overly political statements. But at the same time, they know they pack a quite hard, soft power punch. The point is that the British public, probably like the Australian public, is behind Ukraine in this. And historically, the royals have always been the defender of Western freedoms. This is about defending what is right and has been right since the Second World War. And I think this is really just William playing his role in that, probably as well because he inherently believes that his role is not just to prop up troops. He's visited a school today in Estonia, which is home to Ukrainian refugees. And that's very much an important part of the royal message, that you support people when they're in times of crisis.
Is it more symbolic, Camilla, seeing the royals out doing this kind of stuff? I mean, we know the King welcomed President Zelensky after his horrible Oval Office meeting with President Trump. So is this a symbolic move by the royals, the royal family?
Look, nothing the royals do is by accident, and of course it's all got meaning. Let's not forget, though, that the red carpet has been rolled out for Donald Trump in the past, and it's been promised in the future. So it's always a careful balancing act. I do think it was significant, the timing of the King opening the doors of Sandringham to President Zelensky after that awful meeting. I think they're trying to position themselves in the space not only of reflecting public opinion in Britain, but also reflecting what they believe to be right, which is defending the freedoms of the Western world against Russian aggression, certainly.
Camilla, on a light note, it's Friday here in Australia. Do you know that Estonia is very famous for its wife-carrying competition? However, it's true.
It is true.
He didn't take Kate, and I'm wondering if there's any dramas in the relationship.
Not with them as well.
That's a really important question, because actually I think Kate would be quite an easy wife to carry in such a competition. Do you know what I mean? Like, get her right over the shoulder. She wouldn't be too heavy. And he's competitive, and so is she. So if they were in an Estonian wife-carrying competition, I think we could probably put some serious money on Kate and William, couldn't we?
Definitely.
I think she could even carry William. That's how competitive she is.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Harry carry Meghan in such a competition?
She's a bit... Well, no, I'm not going to go there.
She would be up for that.
Well, she's probably
Maybe
got more baggage with her.
Okay.
All right, Camilla, thank you.
Thanks, Camilla.